Yeah, probably a frustrating game. I thought we moved the ball reasonably well at various stages. Just couldn't quite get that finishing touch inside 50. They've got elite running capacity. They get numbers back and then they charge out. So they're going to be a really impressive side. I think we made it known to our players they play really well here. They've taken Hawthorn, earlier in the year to within a couple of kicks, and they just play this ground very well. They've got elite runners. They use the ball. So we felt we were chasing backside for a fair bit of that, especially the last quarter.
First time since 2000 Richmond strung 5 wins together on the trot. Is that pleasing, or is it more just hurting because of the start of the season?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both. You obviously enjoy the winning of games, but we're probably obviously disappointed with the way the season started. We're still not playing, I think, to the level that we'd like. We get away with the win today, but I thought GWS really showed us how good they were going to be, and we probably won ugly, which is a big thing about it. But credit to our guys, we've won 5 on the trot now. We've just got to make sure we've got a big game next Friday versus the side that'll be on the rebound after their loss last night. So it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Does the running and the demands they put on you make it harder for the guys to make that last kick into the 50 or do the polished things that you sort of need?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Fatigue comes into it. Probably there's a lot of numbers back there too at various stages, but probably coming off a pretty soggy ground over and flight back from Perth. So our guys look really tired towards the end. But like I said, they've got elite running capacity, that side, and I thought they showed us up there in that area.
When they got those few kicks at the start of the fourth, I think it was, and sort of cut things down a bit, or were you a bit concerned that the legs might hurt you?
Oh, look, I personally always felt like we had the game in control. Probably my reactions a couple of times in the box probably didn't actually reflect that, but look, I thought we'd always come through with it. We just had to control the ball a bit better. At stages we were trying to slow it down just to control the tempo of the game, and we probably played on a couple of times, just a little bit frustrating, but I always felt we were in control. We won contested ball quite comfortably in that area. We just couldn't quite finish off the work inside 50, which was really disappointing, and something we'll be looking to work on this week.
What's your take on the Conker Devon Smith incident?
Yeah, I didn't see. Obviously heard he got reported, but it was outside my vision. So, listen, we want our guys to play to the line. We don't want them to step over. That if he gets weeks, whatever it may be, we're really disappointed for that. We like our guys to play tough, but we don't like them to go above and beyond. We know that, and we've got to reel them back if they do.
Are you frustrated that a player's put himself in this situation given the circus?
Oh, definitely. He's a good player. So there's always going to be pushing and shoving, but that's okay. But we don't want anyone stepping over the line.
With the Eagles upsetting Adelaide, there's obviously going to be some talk about finals. Do you sort of hold out hope that you might get there?
Oh, we just worry about what we control. We've got to win a lot of games, and we've got a big challenge next week. Friday will tell us a little bit more about that picture. We've just got to make sure we come out. We're really embarrassed about our game last time versus Essendon. We were probably, without doubt, the worst game of the year. Our players were really disappointing. We had no energy. We lacked the ability to win contests. So we're looking to rectify that next week.
I know you said you weren't that happy today, but do you think you can play the sort of brand of footy that could get you there?
Oh, I think we're capable of beating every opposition we play. We get the ball moving the right way defensively or on. We weren't today, but we're capable of upsetting some sides. But we look no further than Essendon next week. They've been a side that in really good form. They fought back really well versus Sydney last week. We've just got to make sure we take that momentum that they finished with away from them and get the game on our terms.
How good's Brandon Ellis? How good could he be?
Well, he's had an outstanding year. He probably started a little bit slow. Look, his work rate is probably the thing that he's discovered how hard he has to work. He runs a lot. He's just one of those guys that works up and down the ground. And look, he's really improved his contested ball. That was probably the one thing we spoke to him about over the course of the summer. He's done a truckload of work on that. He's become really solid in that area. The ability to use the ball is very good. So he's having a great year.
Is he up with your Cotchins?
He's very close. Like, it's his third year. He might be 21. I still think he's got a lot of upside, which is quite scary when you think how well he's going this year. But he has a very good mark for his size. We'd like him to kick some more goals, but he's got scope for improvement, which is exciting for our footy club.
Any injury concerns?
No, we're okay. Dusty was sore all day, so he just perched himself up forward and kicked a couple. But other than that, we were pretty good.
Okay, to do with the attention we got from Bug.
Yeah, look, Bug did a good job. Look, Dusty was, he's sore all week, so probably lucky to get up and play. Really, we just thought we'd perch him at full forward and hopefully kick some goals. So we were pleased with that result from him. He got through unscathed, which is pleasing. Oh, he'll be fine. He's just general soreness. He's had a pretty big workload. Had a great year. He just probably need a little rest. So.
With the Essendon thing, just one last week ago. The maths says it's going to be an early final. Like it's going to be built up that way, whether you like it or not. How do you deal with that? Is it something you can?
Yeah, I think it's a really good point. I think the big one from us is when we met them last time, our contested ball was poor. I think we're AFL number 2 at the moment from a differential point of view. That's been the difference in our ball game. Look, you get a Varn back in your side, Alex Rance, you're bringing a young kid called Miles. That's been a real strength of our bow. Some things have happened that we've worked on, but also bringing those players that are capable of winning that game. If we win more contests than we lose, we're generally going to go okay. We've got some work to do with our ball use inside 50, but we're a different side than we played them last time, no doubt.
There's obviously a bit of hope with the Tiger Army at the moment, do you try and push that away and envelope yourself away from that, or do you embrace it a little bit this week?
Oh, I think the Tiger Army will always embrace it. Our supporters are outstanding. It's amazing how loud they are, when we get up and going. So we just got to make sure we get them there to support us. They're really important to us, especially when we're playing well. The vibrancy, we actually feed off it. So from our point of view, we've got to get as many as we can there next Friday night, because there's no doubt they help us get over the line. No, we don't need him sculling cans at the one of the old. Thank God he's not my problem anymore. Seriously, he's done. Thanks, guys.